Hello everyone. So today we are walking my property and looking for tracks. So right here in this divot here, and it's a trail that goes all the way up there. These are deer tracks. This is deer. And there's a little bit of people tracks too. You can see someone was going down the hill and then decided never mind. but this is what it looks like. These are a few days old. You can tell that it's old because look at the wall of the track. See how it's smooth? A fresh track has a very sharp wall. This had time to thaw and refreeze. So this is an older track. Let's go find some more. All right, I don't know if you even want to see this, but that's deer pee. Now here's something interesting. So you see how some of these tracks don't fully sink, and then some of them do, like there's another one there, and the rest of these are fully sunken. Well, that's because some of these deer, there's a really good example of a deer track right there, are really small because they were just born, and then some of these are a lot older. Now you can also tell if it's a buck or a doe by the claw, but these tracks are just old enough where I don't know if you can see the claw. I think that might be a claw. See, right in here, and it dips down to right there. That's a claw. So that might be a buck. Track's a little too old to tell, at least for me. Maybe there's a better tracker out there. But let's keep going. All right, now this is what we were looking for. Okay. So you can see, first of all, there's our tracks from when we were hunting the other day. But this right here, these are coyotes. We have a really big coyote problem and we need to get rid of them. So this is evidence that they're here. And these tracks are absolutely huge. Okay, so I'm a size 8 shoe. That's how big, okay, now that's 2 prints obviously, but that's how big their foot is compared to mine. And I wear a size 8. That's it's not a big foot, but I mean, it's still a good comparison. Let's see. But yeah, isn't that cool? Anyway, I know where they went. So these are all deer and coyotes and all kinds of stuff. So, and here someone was running. Look at the distance between this track and that track. Again, so this is my foot, and that's the distance. It's pretty far. So, it was running. Good to know, good to know. Oh, and then you can see, all right, ready, look. Run, 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 walk. Isn't that cool? We really should have hunted longer. Okay, so you see how there are these tracks that come around here, and then there's our tracks from going up that hill. We set a collar right here, and these are where the tracks are. Whatever this was investigating. So if we, that's not pea, that's actually just walnut. There was a squirrel eating walnuts. If we'd have just stayed here a little bit longer, we probably would have been able to find it. That's, wow, good to know. Ah, here we go. I'm trying really hard not to slide down this hill. We got some tracks right here too. This is really interesting because look, here they're on top of the snow. They didn't sink through, and then there they did. So I think this one must have come through yesterday because it was above freezing, and the snow started turning into slush. It's really frozen again now. But look at that. That's a coyote. See? Here's the paw pad. Here's a toe, 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 toe. Wow, my hands look really old in this shot. I swear to you, I'm not that old. But yeah, see? Paw, toe, 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 toe. And he was going that way. So here, he was trying to get up this hill from all the way down there. He was kind of struggling because it was soft. And then he got here where it hardened up again. And he was going, there's not my tracks, this is my hunting partner's tracks from the other day. He went that way. See him? See where those tracks go? I wonder what animal did this. So this is where we stopped to set up. And we waited here because coyotes tend to come down this way. And we heard one down here. And oh, look at this. More tracks. Here they go. That's another coyote. So we went up that way and we hunted up that way. But when we were hunting up that way, we were up on that ridge line. Oh, focus, please. We were hunting up on that ridge line, but we heard a coyote down here. So we're going to go this way. We're going to see if we can find his tracks. Oh my God. Oh, shoot. I'm sliding down the hill. Okay. All right. We're good now. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, got a nice walk in the snow. Oh, shoot. Oh my God. Thank God I'm not hunting today. Being so loud. Oh, jeez. It's a little softer in here. Anyway, what's that? Oh, did you hear that? There's something up that way. Anyway, here's tracks for something. I'm not sure what, because it was really light. See, he goes up that way. See his tracks? Right here. They come around here, and they go over that way. Don't know what he is. His tracks aren't deep enough to tell, but maybe they are. Oh, looks like a little deer. See, here's a claw. He's going this way. So this is right here. That's a claw. Here's a claw. So you see how it's round in the back. So deer tracks, they point in the front. So this is one claw. This is the left claw. So his foot would have been like this. So it's just it's a small deer. Don't care about the deer. Oh my. What did we just find? Okay, first of all, tracks. Yeah. Coyote, I'm pretty sure. We also found these just sticks. Yeah. Why are they on top of the... Maybe it's from that dead tree. Oh yeah, look at that limb. See this thick one right here? It's probably from that. Nothing to worry about. Tracks, look at that. It's a weird looking track. Yeah. Those are not mine, by the way. Like, look, I'm not leaving. I mean, I am, but like, you can't even see my tracks. So all these tracks that we're seeing is either from us hunting the other day or from animals. And down here, we didn't walk down here, so these are all animal. Or just tree bits fallen, things like that. Oh, look, here's some deer tracks again. See how they don't punch through? I don't think this deer came through this morning. I think this must have been like... Yeah, because those are old tracks. That's from a while ago. Oh. I just heard a coyote. I don't know where, but he was yipping. We'll keep a lookout. What else do we have, huh? There we go. Oh, look at that. Okay, so I do know that deer hang out around here, so I don't know. See, they went down into that gully and then up that other bank. Down in there. There's normally water here, but it's dried up. It's frozen. It comes back every spring. Those are some odd tracks. What are you? Are you a deer? I think those are deer. I think these are deer. Look at it, it's running. See? Yep, that's a deer. See how they're in little bursts? That's a long jump. It's a deer that was running that way. From how long ago? Definitely a while ago. These are... Yeah, it's from a long time ago. Alright, now what do we have right here? See, it goes over that way and comes up this way. Isn't that cool? That's just pretty. Yeah. Oh, it's soft there. Okay, so that's what my tracks look like. Oh, goodness. And then this is probably another deer. I don't know. I'm not looking hard enough. There's more. There's like a super highway down here. And I can see why they're falling through. It's so soft. But, oh man. Look what we found up ahead. Look at all this. This is really good information. We might have to set up a trail cam here so we can see what comes through. And we can see where the coyotes go. Because this is not a human. This is the foot traffic of a lot of animals. Okay. Let's see. What can we find out about this? Whew. Alright, I'm gonna have to step in these tracks a little bit. This just looks like coyote and deer and whatever else. Oh, jeez. Oh, my goodness. So the way those punch through, oh, man. The way those go up that way, oh, man, I don't know. But look at all these trails. So this is definitely a deer highway. There's a lot of deer through here. I'm trying to figure out if there's coyotes. Okay, if there's coyotes in here too. There's definitely fox. I can see that. There's definitely fox. And there's deer. There might be coyote. I can't quite tell. There's too many and they're too old. But we did hear a coyote down here the other day, so I'm gonna go out on a limb. Oh my goodness. And say that there are coyotes. Okay, there's another path that branches off that way. Those are deer. Wait, that looks like a paw. Maybe they're coyote. It's too old. I did not do that. Maybe something sat here. They went up this way. The snow is so soft here. I gotta get back up on that ridgeline where it's solid again. They all went this way. There's another one. There's some more. They went down that way. They went up that way. There's some putzing around in here. Oh, look at that. Okay. That might actually give us some really good information. I think these are coyote tracks, because look. Look at that. What is that? It's like really red. Oh my god. That is so cool. That's blood. That is blood and pieces of a mouse. These are coyote tracks. That's a coyote. Look. There's some more. Oh, jeez. Ow. Okay. Anyway. Ow. That's blood. See? That's more blood and bits. These are definitely coyote tracks. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Oh, I gotta... Ow. I gotta get back on that ridgeline. Oh my gosh, it's too slippery here. Oh man. It's... Oh. Okay. We're almost about to enter one of the fields. And there's still coyote tracks. Look at that. Bunch of them. We're about here. So we hunted up here too. And look at all that. Again, these are not people tracks. Whoa. Okay. So, look at that. These are spots where they're like bedding down and then going off into the woods. Look at all that. That's a lot of coyotes. It's a lot of tracks. Look at all these spots. This could also be deer that bed down. Because I know that deer bed down in here. That's so many tracks. Oh my lord. Look at this animal superhighway. Okay. Yep. Look at all that. I'm trying not to destroy them. But they're all really old. It seems like... Yeah, if I want to start getting shots on these coyotes, I gotta go in the morning. Or, not the morning. I gotta go late at night. Because all these tracks are older than 12 hours. Let's look over here. I know for a fact we didn't hunt over here, so animals did this, whatever this is. Now I gotta figure out if they were deer or coyotes that did this. Look at that. These are bedding marks. Like they scraped the snow out or slept and melted it. You can tell because it's compressed really hard and it's just, that's ice. It's pure ice. Okay. And that's like so much less thick than the rest of this. I think that's deer. Oh man. Could be coyote. Honestly, I don't know. These tracks are getting too old for me to tell. Oh, there's some evidence. Oh, this. All right. See these little tiny tracks right here? I know what these are. Because he didn't give me a good shot, but I saw him. Those teeny tiny tracks. That's a fox. I was gonna get him, but he was running when I spotted him, and I'm not taking an unethical shot like that. Yeah. Look at all this. There's deer. That's unmistakable. Those are more recent. No. Maybe last night after it refroze, but still many hours old. There's tracks over there. See them? Bunch of tracks. That's a little deer. There's a little deer. These, I need like one track to see what I'm looking at. Looks like these guys have a dang party. Look at all these scratches too. What are these scratches for? Look at that. The scratch. That's crazy looking. Wow. There's probably someone here who can tell me a little more, but oh yeah, coyote. That's a dogfoot. Were they chasing deer? Oh, that's pretty. Look at how pretty that is. Were they chasing the deer? Coyotes don't naturally eat deer. They're babies, sure, but all the fawns are old enough now. Depressions, I'm not too sure what those are. Almost look like a person, but we didn't hunt here and no one else is on our property. Unless they are and they shouldn't be. No, there's a little track. No, this is a culmination of tracks. Oh, jeez. Is there more on this side? This is insane. We gotta start shooting these coyotes more. Oh my lord. They walk in a formation. Not sure what happened here. They walk in a formation. And they're big coyote. Okay. To give you guys a little bit of a reference. These are big coyotes. These are really big coyotes. Look at that. There's deer. Hey, deer prints. Deer. Deer and coyote. They all seem to travel the same paths this way. We gotta start getting trail cams up. Let's see what we see this way. Here's some new deer. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Oh my. Oh, hey, look at this. It's freezing over. That's cool. Looky here. That's some more deer. Go that way, like the rest of them. Huh. Wait a minute. Nah, yeah, that's deer. I think. Pretty sure. But that is a little suspicious looking. I don't think you're a deer. Maybe you are. Oh. Wait, are these tiny paws? Yeah, that's a little foot. Look at that. They come from that direction. That's cute. All right, this is ridiculous. So here's the tracks of probably coyote, I don't know. And then there are the tracks from where we set up to go hunt. There's some more. This is ridiculous. Look at that. That's a fox. See how they're all in a straight line? Little foxies walk in straight lines. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, that's a little ridiculous. They were right there. Ooh, look at that. See the paw? There's that better. There's the foot, toes, heading that way. Isn't that cool? That's so cool. They're following these older tracks. Oh my gosh, look. They're all over here. They were inspecting us. They were smelling our tracks and trying to figure out what we were doing up here. I misspoke during this section of the video. This is a fox. These are little fox tracks. You can see they're all in a line. They were following what our tracks were back there. These tracks that they're following are probably coyote or deer or something. They were following these tracks. I said in this clip they were following us. That's obviously not our tracks. And they follow. So this is a trail that they follow a lot too. We walked up this way. Well, our tracks are back there, that part. But look at this. So coyotes use this all the time. All right, I think I'm gonna wrap up. Oh, here's some more. We'll wrap up in a second. Look at this. Let's check out our ring. Got some tracks that lead into it and through it. And we hunt in the horse ring sometimes because it's flat and open. It has a beautiful look at the ridgeline, but look at that. They go all the way through there. And nowhere else. The rest of the ring is completely fine. Look at this. Too old to tell, but oh, and look at that. There's some little tracks that sprout out from it. Oh, there's a paw. See it? Little pad, toes. Little tiny paws. Recent? No. Ugh. I can smell him too. I don't like fox. That one, he will be dying. He'll be dying. But we're mainly after the coyotes, so we'll, getting this guy will just be for fun. But yeah, look at him. Oh man, either there's more than one or he travels through here a lot. Look at that. Go that way, and then they come this way. See the tiny paws? He goes out that way. But I'm tired of walking. I'm not searching the rest of this place. Chances of me finding his den are really, really small, so we'll just head back now. But anyway, yeah, I was walking for about half an hour, so I think I'll head back. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope it's interesting to see all these animal tracks and the pretty view and everything. Isn't that nice? I think that's nice. I haven't walked in a while. Look how high the sun got. But yeah, see you guys next week. Stopped recording way too soon. I'm almost back, and look at all this. What's going on here? Look at this. Looks like they were playing. What is going on here? Look at this. This is so crazy. Oh my lord. Yeah, they're playing. Look at all these tracks. Oh my lord. And they go down to the house too. Look. Oh my lord. This is ridiculous. Ah. Look at that. Alright, I'm ending it for real this time. I promise. This is just so insane. I need to... Oh. The deer are fine. I don't really care about the deer. I'm not a big deer... Oh, this is fun. That's fresh. Interesting. Anyway, yeah, those are fresh tracks. I'm not that big on hunting deer because I don't use all the meat and I don't like killing because it's wasteful. But killing coyotes and fox to protect livestock is a different story. So, looks like we'll be canine hunting. Anyway, take care, guys.